Good evening from me, Jackson the Cat. Or as he is more likely to say. Good evening. Welcome to GetJervis's World of Synth. And you join us for a little bit of something completely unrelated to tonight's topic. But before we dive into that, and we will dive into it because I've got a job to do, and you're my incentive. So thank you for joining us this evening. Let's have a see who's in the chat. So we got Marky. Hello, Marky Tanipulakwa. Jackson. Hey, Marilyn's here too, just to see. Oh, he's gone. What? It's every time I talk to you, he just wants. Told you. He's don't know what's going on with his Mew. It's just ugly. Come on. Come and say hello then. Let's have a Jackson 5. Hey, Davey. How you doing, Davey? Who else have we got? Tracker Jack Tom. Thomas Yon. We got the Wookie. Andrew Brooks. There he is. Hello. Welcome back from San Francisco. Andy Synchrotron. Peter Coit. Need a lab coat on for this. I think we do. I've gone polar neck and kind of geography teacher. I've tried to dress like a 1970s science teacher. Maybe 80s. We got early 80s. Although I think my geography master used to wear this kind of attire. And he used to smoke a pipe. And we used to go into geography. It was the 80s. And his room would smell pungent, fragrant, some might say. It's like, what's he smoking in there? Anyway, that's when you could smoke in schools, literally in the classroom. Just, God, I mean, I love it. Get your ass out of the... Anyway, so we've also got Simon Great Badge. We've got Rich, Tonal Axis, great, who is... can we have Rich's code before we actually start? Wait, get your ass... Something's spinning. I believe it's you. Like, it's... What are you... Is it... Right, I'm going to push you off here if you don't observe the rules, child. The rules are no further than this. You can smell the treats now. That's confused you. Is it hung? Oh, it's this one. Oh, just get off the key. He just wants to be in the way. This is I need this, and this is it's like he's rubbing his head against my arm. Oh, if you weren't adorable, I'd be angry. Anyway, I'm not. Well, my top hat could come on for the end jam. Who said you could move plats? Literally. Right, just sit there. Let's finish saying hello to the people who are watching. They don't want to just see me stroking you over a I mean, this is the ultimate synth porn, though, right? Because you've got a cat, you've got a synthesizer, and an arm. I think that's enough, right? Let's leave it there. Hopefully the microphone, it's back to this floating blimp. Because who doesn't love an airship? Hindenburg? Anyway, that was a bit awkward. Historical jokes while you wait. This doesn't look like it. Oh, okay. Excellent. Okay. It looked like it hung. It looks like it's still hanging. I don't know what's going on. Is the feed okay? Jackson, always tell your Jason when you're... Brilliant. So let's get back to the story. My playback is spinning. I will get angry with you. I will be cross. I will be so... Hang on, look at this. Look at this. Ready? Here he goes. I just want some. I'm going to get some on the road. I'm going to get some. I'm going to get some. Come get some. I'm going to get some. I'm going to get some. Everyone's going to get some. The demented glove puppet. So Rich is still running a rather healthy 20% off his Etsy store, and the link is going to be in the chat. So, pin message. So, in the chat, if you're watching this afterwards, you need this discount. You absolutely do. Go and avail yourself of such beautiful things of ebb and flow, or the new case, which I've had to take off the desk. Right, I am going to literally. You're going to go. It's just. You're testing me tonight. Don't test me. Don't test me. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. This is, if you've just joined us for the first time and you've never seen GetJervis, it is a cat channel where I try and do synths. And the cats really have an issue with that. An issue. You have an issue with me. Like, oh, you will feed. I fed him. I fed them twice this morning. I don't know is it worming time? Probably. But right, yeah. Okay. I wonder if I can just build a cat wall, the great wall of Jervis between me and the... If you just stay that side, I'm happy. Just stay there. Hey, Biscuit. Anyway, let's finish off saying hello to you guys. Hey, Paul Holmes. Hey, Marky. Hey, Dilip Fernbar. I've said hello to Tanith and Uncle Chrome. Lovely to see you. Hopefully. Donald Duck, the test him. Yeah, they are. It's going to be one of those nights. Donald Duck, it's going to be one of those nights. Yeah, absolutely. James Dyson. And anyway, at the beginning, I saw 3 ships go sailing by. It's Robbie. Hello. Welcome to the stream. And should we just nip over to Robbie's Island? And let's see how Robbie 2.0. Look at this. Look at that. Robbie 2.0 is... I mean it. Is doing rather well. Look at that, Robbie. It's been a while since we featured you. So let's put an end to that. It's just because you're over there and I've had so much on the table that I haven't had room for you and the cats. But tonight, Robbie, you're back on the table. And Drogon, how you doing? I knew I'd miss. Homegrown. Thanks, Home. I've been working out. Azio Head. There we go. So you're all in. That's good to see you. And I did see, and I think it's one of those ones where you comment and then you come back to it and say, oh, it's gone. I did think I saw the Synthopotamus as well. So if you're a lurking gherkin, anyway. So if I can ask everybody just to lift their digits and to place it upon the like button. If you're watching this post the event, also lift your digit, place it upon the like button. If you are not subscribing, why not? We do this twice a week. These guys, it's purely, if nothing else, you might have a passing interest in synthesizers. If you're more interested in seeing a middle-aged man fight with trying to get a synthesizer to do things in front of a live studio audience whilst being... He's vibing me out. They were vibing me on Sunday. What is going on? You and this new moon. It's the new moon in Libra, which means balance and harmony. This is not balance or harmony. I'm trying to be balance and harmony. You're trying to be like... Wah! And that's exactly how it sounds. So I am going to sample the new Mew from Jackson, so that when I finally get memberships up and running, there he is, Synthopotamus, yay! Welcome. That we can have that in the sample pack, and I will be getting Tom's sample pack together. So when you do become a member, you will get your cat's sample pack, and I would like to see some music made with those. So anyway, let's press the like button. Thanks, Cressy. Welcome aboard. So it's kind of a functional stream tonight. Let's get straight onto the business. I'm drinking a hot coffee because I needed something to get me going. Oh, Jackson's... Look. That's actually... I've moved the camera, and I think I like that. What do you mean, why? I don't want you walking on keyboards, mice, or modular at this moment in time. Look, your hairs are already on it. Just sit there, patiently waiting. Also, let me get back to the stream. So welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream tonight. We're going to be shifting all my old modular stuff from my... Well, it's a lovely case into a new case. But if you have throughout any advice, any suggestions, or just a question, preface your question with not 1, not 2, not even 3, but 4Q. And I will see that my moderators represented in the blue corner by Steve Sonus Lucis, in the red corner by Sam the Panda, and in the green corner, actually it would be the black corner, wouldn't it? In the black corner, Shroomy, who is listening to this and will type hello in the chat. I bet she doesn't. Yes, anyway, there's a Minecraft thing going on. It's fine, I don't mind at all. But yeah, so please, we already have some questions. Okay, from let's go address those questions. I can find my mouse. Is the stream okay? I'm going to ask you because it keeps spinning. It says excellent connection, but the replay I can cover my computer. So the Wookiee. Should such activity be allowed for or before the wait? Well, basically, the Wookiee, what we're going to do is we're going to push this and keep chatting until it's 9 o'clock, and then we're going to get our rack out. The new rack, anyway. I'm going to flash my rack. Was it Rate My Rack? Oh, there was some terrible websites from the early days of the internet. Let's not remind ourselves of those things. Let's rise above those and be classy. Stay classy, San Diego. Donald Duck, if you go Euro rack for the first, should you start with a small rack? Yes. Or just go big straight away because there'll be no end anyway. This case, because it's under £400, and I know that sounds like a lot of money for an empty case, but it's got a good power supply, and it has and will last beyond, because as you so rightly point out, you only get more modular, and this for me is going to be my EMOM rack, and it's just solid and perfect. It's good size, so I'll be doing EMOMs, and I got a lovely shoulder bag for that. That's going to be my EMOM rack. If I want to go full rack, I've also got my mini Moto Synth rack, which is very much so 60 HP. This is 64. Yeah, 64, I think. I don't know. Anyway, answers in the postcode, in a postcode. Actually, somebody will know. Somebody will know how many HP this is. HPs are the little nuts. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, just 60 HP. Steve says. There we go. So the next question. So yeah, I would, Steve Sonus Lucis in the chat, my spanner, my Jervite spanner, he has just bought so that's the 30 HP then, yeah? Am I right? No. 60 HP. Oh, I'm really confused. That's not... do you know, it doesn't make sense. But he's got the single row of this. This has got double row, and I'm moving up to something that's even bigger, which is good because I feel that whilst this can do what I need to do, I can get bigger. But I'm also experimenting with getting smaller. I know that sounds odd, but I like the oh, that was just the cat cam, wasn't it? He's just vibing me out so much. It's like, I can't look at him. He's vibing me, man. Vibing. Yeah, I like the idea of having a big case that has everything in it, and I'm not wanting for anything else in that. And I like the idea of a really small portable that I can supplement with other instruments and have a nice compact jam. So I've been looking into sort of how best to make that rack, because I've got two voices in that, and I've got one you've seen me jam with it hopefully the last couple of weeks. But I think I'm going to switch out the oscillator, and I've got some people to talk to about some fun stuff. So let's park that one, and we'll do that now. Let's focus on getting these out here, and I'll talk through my workflow. But let's get the last few questions. Panda, did the Prodigy sample Jackson? Yes. Jackson says, always tell your mummy and daddy where you are. Temperaboto, I thought we were filling the new wooden case. Yes, we are. I'm going to talk through what it used to look like. Where's Tom? Who knows, Tanith? Uncle Chrome, is Tom still in fur and makeup? Yeah, he is. I love that. Fur and makeup. Dilip, remove cats before you start. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to just push him off the edge. Our stream is good. That's fine. Marky, what the hell is Minecraft? Yes. Synthopotamus, while you shift your modules, can you explain a little about the modules and why you select them? Yeah, I'll do a real one-liner, because obviously a lot of these have will start at the beginning. Have you gone for the old show, The Prisoner? Oh, yes. Yes. Who asked that question? Who's asked the Prisoner? I love The Prisoner so much. I've hidden James's comment. Steve, why? Stop. What are you doing? Stop hiding. Who's hiding comments? Oh, James Dyson. Yes, of course it was you. I love The Prisoner. I am not a free man. I am a number. I will not be stamped, filed, briefed, debriefed, or numbered. I resign. God, I love that show so much. Even the psychedelic second series that everyone went, what? I love that too. I love the cowboy episode. I started trying to watch it with the kids, and I don't think either of them really were old enough to enjoy. It's like, come on, look at this! It's really cool. Maybe G-Man will get it now. So Toman says the Rack Brute 6U is 176 HP. Well, what's that divided by 2? What's 7, 3, 60, 80, 2 8s are 7, 87? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. That doesn't feel right, because that's 118 HP, and that's bigger. So that. I think that's wrong. Anyway, The Prisoner was great, Vert. It was so good. When television were brilliant. Right, okay, so right now, the next thing I'm going to do before we... Yeah, let's have a little quick look top down. Let's get crack on, because it's going to be... I've changed me buttons around. I was having issues with my main top-down cam. I think the HDMI socket, I don't know how, I think it's damaged, so I've got cable ties holding it together. It's just, when you think you've got everything sorted, something starts going, no, I'm going to break. So anyway, it's working now. So, I tend to look at this as voices and with enough place. So my workflow, let me explain my workflow, is drums over here. So this quarter is all my drums, and I put the power supply there because I guess, and I think some of you have noticed this being upside down. And I'm like, why have you got that upside down? Well, let's start with the main thing. This is absolutely essential for anyone who wants to include drums, I think, with their modular. It's the VPME sort of quad drum QD, and it is so good, and you can load your own samples into it. So I haven't done that, and it's got a little, okay, look at that, little SD card. Can you see? Can you tell what it is? Oh dear, I did it. Sorry. Oh, you can't do that. Just did. That was almost a... I do feel queer. Certainly do have to say on that. Sorry, guys. So it's 4 drums with 4 independent outputs. With the expansion, you can trigger the sounds here. You can also feed in more stuff, but we'll talk about that in a minute, because that's kind of the heart. But so four kind of definitive sections to my workflow. So drums is down here. So you've got the 4 drums there, but I'm not happy having 4 drums. So this is a 4 input mixer. So I've got 2 stereo mixed drums going into here, and of course mutes, so I can mute them. So that can be playing, and I can have it muted. That's why it's there, right? So that's kind of important to have those accessible. And I think if that wasn't there, but you know it is. And then triggers, and I've got 2 individual drum voices, which are the Pico drums. Oh, I haven't taken out all these. I thought I'd done that. Which again complete my drum sound. So that's, I don't know. You know, you've obviously heard my jams. I like layered rhythms, and I like, well, the more the merrier. I think I tend to use 3 sources. So I'll include the modular as 1, followed by something like the circuit rhythm, and then, as you've probably noticed, I've been busy. I was busy on Sunday. Trying to sort out this. That's been playable for a long time, and it's got an SPX 50D above that, which is an SPX 90 with distortion, aimed at the guitar market, but it's still got those lovely reverbs and stuff. So that always goes through that. And I've had an array of stuff on here, and I've usually had the Delta Sepe and the Pittsburgh Modular, and I moved that to the end so I could move it onto the table. I've now got the circuit rhythm. This was just like a moment of, oh, that's how we do it. Because being able to perform with these in a jam scenario as well, how do I? They're not sequencer based. They're instruments, right? They're synths. So the 2 MIDI tracks on the circuit, which do polyphony, so I can do the sort of chordal stuff with this. It's obviously is he 3 notes, 4 note paraphonic. So that's good, and that's, I was jammed with that at the beginning. I absolutely adore this. You can get really full-on modular sounds out of something so small. I think, obviously, this predates the Voltage Lab, but I think that's the kind of closest thing I've got to do that. And of course, the Voltage Lab is massive and beautifully so. So yeah, so that did that. But in amongst all the sort of moving stuff around, I moved my X-Bass 09 here, which isn't as muted because it's quite loud. But just having, oh come on, Jervis, do this. I know I am slightly off topic, but just bear with. Where is, so I can do, listen to, oh, it's on the wrong side. Why is it mono? Why isn't it mono even, rather? Why is it left and right? Oh, now it's disappeared completely. Oh, that's not helpful either, is it? Right. So yeah, so basically, it just means that that's always performable. Anyway, I digress. Let's get on. So back to what we were doing. Okay. So that's my drum sounds, and obviously that kind of now means that when I've got the modular there, we'll remember that the X-Bass 09 is on the bottom row to the right. Hold that thought. Let's go back to the. I'm losing, not my religion. I'm not religious. You were right about the HP, which means what? What you? I've lost a message. Oh, Biscuit says, Arturia says the rec brutes are 88 HP wide. Yeah, that makes sense. That does. Stop it! Seriously, come anywhere near Robbie and there'll be a fight. He's in the chat. He doesn't appreciate it. Okay. So yeah. So 88 HP. So I'm going from 88 to 100, which is still, it's a reasonable amount of real estate. And I've, considering I was slow with this and I took my time, unlike most people will just go in Bullet to Gate and buy all the modules they've seen and gone, that's brilliant, and not realise, which is something I didn't do. I had no idea what I wanted to do with modular until I started playing and performing. And I'll tell you there was almost like a block on the Spitfire, wheel. I wasn't going to go further forward. Stop it. I will. You are being disruptive. No, I shan't. Yeah, so that's the drum side. So at the top, you've got very much, top right is kind of, let's move Pam's there. You've got the mixer, and there's two parts to the mixer. So you've got sends, and you've got all the master sort of stuff here. And this is a four-channel stereo mixer with two sends. So at the moment, I'm using Nostalgia as an inline effect, which is a delay, an analog delay, and I'm using the RT60, which is a digital multi effects unit, usually for reverb. So reverbs and delays. But actually, what I will probably here he goes. You ready? Just the disgruntled cat. He's happy though. He's just gonna sit. He's such a dog. Last night, I was in here trying to sort of, I was trying to set this up and make it all work. And I was doing stuff over here and just around it. And he sat where my feet would be. And it's like, that's such a dog thing to do. You see? It's like dog behaviour. He grew up with dogs. I think he thinks he's a little, and my phone thinks he's a dog. Anyway, let's crack on. So yeah, so that's kind of the sort of functional bit, is that I've got the effects unit, and then on top of that, I've got this MP3 player which plays files. Don't you come in the other side. Dog behaviour. Do you know what I mean? That's sneaky, right? As a dog would do that. It's like, I'm just going to come in and have that. You'd be, oh, you like me? But maybe some of you might think that's a cat behaviour. I don't know. Anyway, don't come any closer and get off my cookie. I've got. I thought that was safe. I genuinely did. Right, I'm going to block you with Robbie. That's not an invitation. That is far from it. That is no invitation. Right. If I stop talking to you, will he stop trying to come over? It's the question. There will be no answer for that because I'm not going to let him. Right. It was fine. It's just the thing gave a little bit, and he was like, "Look, he's fine. He's fine. Look. Sit and stay." Oh, wounded. He's not, I promise you. So, back to the rack. So that's that side. MP3 player, which has got a little boost there, which again, goes in and then using the effects to sort of. This really is probably the most important module here. And yeah, so voice 1. So you can see Platts, which is an oscillator, a multi-algorithmic oscillator. Does that sound familiar to anyone? So if you're not modular, multi-algorithmic synthesizer. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? Answers in the chat. I'm going to wait for you to answer that one before I give away the answer, because it is interesting. And I was on, when was it that we were talking about this? A few episodes of ProSynth Network, and Andrew Longhurst was saying, well, if module was in a synth, I'd buy it. And I'm like, it is in a synth. Anyway, so what have we got? Okay, can't remember, but to be honest, park name, sorry. Thanks to Vert. It sounds like a micro freak. Tanith, you win the prize. Cuddly toy coming your way. Yes, multi-algorithmic synthesizer is the micro freak. Was based on some of the algorithms from the Platts because it's open source. So that is as good as a micro freak in your modular. So modular. So that delay and low pass filter, which again, know your numbers. Diode filter, anyone? Anybody? Diode filter? Yeah. It's very unique in the world of synthesizers. I'm testing you this evening. Testing you. If you're and if you're watching this afterwards, comment the answers afterwards, and it'll just be fun to see those. Like, what does that mean? Don't get no context, just the answers. That'd be quite fun, I think. That is a mug of espresso. Tonight, we've got a mug of espresso. Yeah, it's specifically one. I like a nice diode filter. It's specifically one brand of, so you got a ladder filter, you got the SEM filter. They've got their homes. But who was famous for using a diode filter? Nobody? No one going to say that? I will. Hey, Scott McGully. Dunsmith. Diode filter. Like a guitar pedal. Like a rat. No. Well, yes. Quite possibly. I've got a U-Dirty rat, which has got a germanium transistor in it. But yeah, transistors, I think, are generally used in filters. So the ladder filter is a bunch of transistors, chained together. But diodes as a filter was used by one particular company. Dr. Bob, no. No one's going to get it. I'm going to have to, hey, Doomonger, careful on the depth with the Behringer cases. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. EMS. Thank you, Biscuit. Yes, indeed. He said it's so good he said it twice. No cues, though. Remember the cues. And again, that is, yes, Tom. So I have a deep love affair with EMS, VCS3 and Synth A and Synth B. It is my desert island synth, only because I think it's been used by so many of my favourite artists over the years. I think even, you think Brian Eno, you think the VCS3 that he was using with Roxy Music, which he then ended up using with Genesis in 1974, the recording of The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, my favourite album, and also Pink Floyd, who else has used the EMS? But loads of people. If I could take two, 2600. Anyway, although that's not polyphonic. Do I need a polyphonic synth? More than one note? Why would you want that? Anyway, so who left me in charge of QQ wrangling? Well, you know who did. Panda. So yeah, 4 voices. And we'll get into the sort of the wheres and wherewithals. But let's just, right, if you're going to get into modular, spend 30 quid. Or make sure you budget 30 quid for this. And they're not Strepsils or little cough sweets. These are Bifaco Nurleys, and they are basically thumb Can I do this? Oh, hello. They are thumb screw with a screwdriver in there, so you can still get the screw in there, but they're beautiful, and I've got my little wooden receptacle there. So is that still in focus now? Have I messed it up? Yeah, there we go. Oh, that is sharp. So now you can see them, and it comes in this handy tin, and they just sound great. But it means that if you don't use a screwdriver, you can get in there and just quickly derail, defibrillate your modular. Oh, so 4MS, do they? Uncle Crumb, that's good to know. I think someone else was doing that as well. Right, okay, so how are we doing for time, guys? How are we doing? What's my time? 37 minutes, blimey. Right, so that's my workflow. So based on voices, and on the left-hand side voices, and on the right-hand side, I suppose drums are a voice, so drums and, yeah. So that's the kind of way I've started with this. PAMs, which I said is the heart of this, we'll put that in first, I think. But let's get that out of there. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Obviously, she's doing a workout with her leg warmers on, but she's got 3 legs. What? That doesn't make no kind of sense at all. Why's she got 3 legs? Balmy. Oh, careful with our axe, Eugene. Right. So, so if we can get the, this is so hard right now. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. This is like, it's like speed de-rigging. Speeder rigging. What is that? Oh, these need to go together. I'll put those over there. Banana. Who said banana? Temperabotto. What was that? So, QQQ was an answer, not a question, so therefore no Qs. Right. Answers then, 4 A's. 4 A's a jolly good fellow, 4 A's a jolly good fellow. Because, of course, if you're going to answer something, a question that I've posed, you're a jolly good fellow in my book for answering and participating in the live stream. The live stream. Live stream. No, that wasn't me doing an impression of you. Just go and get a job. Buy your own snacks. I think the problem is that he's now... Oh, hello, what's this little errant fella? Is he doing in there on his own? Look, he's gone off shopping and he's not come back with no kind of module on that. What about statements? 7 for... Yes, for S's. For S, get dressed. Yeah, maybe. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. Easy goes it. GetJervis, Jervis Jeopardy. Form your A's in the form of a Q. Thank you. Oh, I just love, look at that. It is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Get off! Right. You've been vibing. I love you. But you're not welcome on the desk at this particular... Right, I think I'm going to have to leave the desk for a moment just to remove the cat and any... Yeah, I was going to do that. Just give me a second. Just because otherwise we're going to be in a situation where, he's going to be... Yeah, you just want to... You do... Oh, that's what you're telling me. Do you remember the time that he did this and I didn't let him out and he pooed? Remember that? Live on air. Cat ruins live stream with dirty protest. Oh, I know. Right, okay. Well, I think we can just relax a bit now. In the sort of the chill midwinter, I don't think there's enough room on the desk. So that's how you... And by the way, they don't come... I had to turn the case around because that's, I think that's that way. So that, I turned it upside down. What's that? Oh God, that doesn't sound good. Ooh. Oh, it's a bit of wood. Wood. I don't know what that is. It's got yellow on it. Okay, so that's my now empty case. Oh gosh. All right, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to just going to do that again. I'm going to now carefully. Headphones are off. Let's remember that headphones are off. Can we have Steve? Can we have the link ready for Modular Perfection, so we can get the link to the actual instrument. Get the case up. That's what I'm talking about. Right. In the deep midwinter. So here it is. We are now in the pin. If you're watching this afterwards and you don't know where the chat is, and you're watching on your phone, it's below. Swipe across that way. Comments that way. Live chat on your computer. It should be there underneath, like in a window. But do that because there's a lot of stuff going on that doesn't involve anything to do with what I'm talking about, but it's worthwhile reading and certainly a bit of fun. And if you come live, you can join in that party, or you can lurk and gherk. And we love a lurk and gherkin. Right. So the special thing about this, he says, what is that? Oh yeah, it's nice. Is handmade. I'm just gonna try and not to knock it. Yeah, I made it. Yeah. In the deep midwinter. Look at that. How do I do this so I can get maybe that is the kind of best. I'm going to try and swing that around a bit. Look at the flipping gorgeousness of this case. It's got a bit of dirty studio wall in the background. So what I'm going to do, I'm all hot and bothered now, all this moving stuff around. It's like it's a workout for a middle-aged man. Goodness gracious. I didn't need that gym membership after all. I really can't see the chat though. That's kind of frustrating. What am I going to do with the chat? Really can't see it. No one. You can see this bit here, right? It's a beautiful, solid bit of wood, and I think it's so gorgeous, isn't it? Look at the top down. Look at that. Just look. See the side, top down. Look at how gorgeous that grain is, and you've got this beautiful finish. It just feels good. You know, I'm gonna be making love to this musically with my modulars. So as you can see, it's bigger. But we're going to talk about this as well in a minute. I think that might have to stay there. Will it though? Let's undo this. I just put it there. Right. We'll come back to that in a minute. But it's quite important. So now there are, in this particular case, this is called the tidy case. I'll repeat that, the tidy case. So if you follow that link, it will take you directly to a picture, I think, of this exact one on the website. Well, I will be doing a full video on this because Rob's sent me this for that reason. So I'll be doing a full video, and I'm going to try and do something a bit special with it as well. Something a bit different. And I haven't done a feature for ages, so this will be a really good way to break back into feature making. I think I want to do that, but more features. You don't know what I'm thinking, and I don't know what I'm thinking. So this is the key step patch point by Voltage Vibes, and we have got a link for that as well. So perhaps we'll just bear that in mind. But what this does, it's so clever, is it takes input from the key step. So for instance, your 8 drum triggers, of which, as you've seen already, I will be using 6. Actually, I'm going to be using 7. but I might get 2 more drum modules because I've got the space now. But that allows us then to plug in neatly. So if we put it here, oh, that one. If I put it here, you know, there's space here which fits perfectly the key step. I'm not going to move the key step and show you because it's plumbed in. But then round the back here, you've got some space, as you can see there. You can see. Oh, I can see the chat. I can't see the chat. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Oh, that's good. We have got time. Let me just see if I'm missing anything. QQQQ. Hinged. Oh, threaded holes. Yes, biscuit. Sliding bar of nuts. Threads. Threaded holes. But well, they are fixed, I think. They are fixed. So, yeah. Yeah. Which makes more sense. I prefer that, to be honest. Yeah. Is that a big Kingston trackball using? Yes, Synthpotamus. It's the fancy one. It's the Blade. Is it the Blade? Slim Blade Pro. I bought it last... Crikey. Was it? I used my birthday money last sort of like Amazon Day around my birthday, whatever. That's an October one they do. And I bought that sort of for a lot less than they usually are because they're really expensive. And I blame Dom Sigalis for making me one, but it's so easy to use and I do like it. It still takes me, for precise work, I still like the mouse, but for general stuff, it's there. Hey, my Logify, welcome. Guten Tag, indeed. Hey, Robin! Robin's in the chat, right. So, Robin is in the chat. He's the very man. So that's unfortunate timing that I can't see any comments. And I've put the beautiful case on the desk. So, any questions for Q's? But Robin is around to help answer that. So I'll highlight them, but hopefully he might pick up them before I do. So, yeah, we've got constant lag, 70 power. I wonder if I can actually... I'm going to have to move some of my modules. Oh my God, no space. Oh yeah, here we go. Right, I'm going to do this so I can see the chat because it's just not... It's not sustainable. I'm going to put that there because that's an important one. We can do this. Right. Now, the beautiful thing about an event like Bristronica is that it puts you in touch with people that you haven't seen for ages. And you make new... Oh, all the cables are off the table. Right. Does that... That's quite nice, isn't it? That's actually... Is that... Are we happy with that? Does that seems to be... For me, I think that kind of... That hits because it's... I can see the conversation here. You can see me conversation here. And you can see what's going on there. So that's good. So what have I missed? So James Dyson, do you pay your mods by the hour? No, they don't get paid at all. What they get if they don't do they've got a quota, and they just get fired. It's literally they'll be like bye at the end of this. I'm teasing, obviously they know that. Who left me in charge of cues? Yes. How much are those drum modules? James Dyson asks. These, the tiny ones, are about 129, I think. These are the Pico Drum 2s. These are beautiful. They're drum synthesizers. So, they're digital, as is this. This is probably my most fussy module. So what we're gonna end up doing, I don't know why I want that, but is we are going to plumb in the drums first. So, can you... I haven't got a zoom on this, so can we see a little bit closer? Yeah, so... Oh. That's... Oh, no, the stupid things. Is it going to... Yes. Oh, look at that. Brilliant, I can do this. Right, so, it says here, on this one, filtered. So that's going to be great for things that are fussy with power. So that's a filtered one, as is. And then there's direct on this side, I think. So if am I right in thinking that, Rob? Yeah, probably more experience with these things than I. Oh, great. Yeah. So this side direct, that side filtered. So that's, I think that's 12 filtered and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24 unfiltered or direct. So, I mean, most stuff's going to be fine with that. I mean, I guess we can try. I mean, because I do like having things close, patched close by. So let's get the quad drum in. Well, we're going to continue with the theme. So let's, so many pop. Thomas, I didn't think you were going to make it, son. Whatever you do, not up here. I can see him thinking about it. Damn. But they're both back in now. No! He's like, no, I go here. Can I just encourage you to be there? I can even give you, where's the catnip? No, it's over here. Right. I hope that doesn't encourage them to come back. Hey, George, geez, I missed you coming in as well. So, 6 filtered, 12 direct, I believe. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, per rail, per strip, per side. So yeah, that's right. Fab. Thank you. That's what it looks like. Fantastic. Okay, so why have we lost? This is the one I said was playing up. Oh, no, come on. Not now. Oh, no, actually, it's this one. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Why is it? Oh. Yay! There we go, back in the game. Okay, right, so I can see that... Oh, Robbie, you're going to have to move out of the way a minute. So yeah, I'm not sure. The QD is probably about 399, I want to think, something like that. Not 100% sure. How much are those drum modules? Link posted. Thank you, Steve. Monitor stand? That is a monitor stand. It's exactly it. But if it goes too high up there, there's lots of things. But I don't normally have tall things on the desk. So that's my fault. And this is not going to be on the desk often because it's got its own, look at this beautiful space that it's got here. Why would I, I can move a camera and put it right next to, I've got the GoPro, so we can do that. Anyway, let's focus back onto this, filling this up. So, we've got a link to this rack in the chat if you've just joined us. So go and click on that and have a little look. There's a range of cases that Robin will do. And, you want something specific, bespoke, he'll do that as well. So, you want this case, but you want a 1U, I'm sure he can figure that. There's actually an extension, I've got, it's like, that's going to go right. You can see it. No, but, you can build up from it. Power module first. Power module first? Power module first. What power module? There's no power module, Keith. It's built into the case. So this, yeah, it's built into the case. So your power supply outside. So you're not using any, you're not losing any HP for power. That's definitely worthwhile. Scott McCauley, bit less, I think. Not include. So what was the price of it? Not including the QEX, because the QEX is good. You can run it without that. I saw the price. Hey. Okay, right. So let's get this in. So right, mixer, and we are putting this. And we're not going to run out of power at all. So there's the mixer. Notice it's still upside down. Let's put. Oh, this is so exciting. I hope we get this enough powered so we can power on and just get some noise out of it, even if it's just a drum beat. Oh, how am I going to do that without any? Oh, I haven't got enough cables. Remember, if you're in need of cables, again, we're going to do that again. So Steve, Can we have the link to synth cables? There we go. My little thumbs. That's right. I'm doing it right. I think it's because I'm. This is upside down. I'm being a bit, or maybe. There we go. 360 euros. That's, yeah. When you consider what you're getting, I mean, if the am I literally not plugging it into a hole? Is it my fault? Oh, I'll wrestle with that later. I don't know what it is. Oh, do you know what it is? I'm trying to screw between. It's totally an in the box Jervis issue. There you go. There you go. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Right. Problem in chair, not in rack. Pick near. Yeah, exactly. So, oops. Squeaky. Do I want to start? No, that's fine. Let's move it along. I was going to put it around the other side. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. All right. And again, we're just going to get, I think I'm going to, just for the sake of quick speed, how are we doing for time? Is an hour, right? Nearly an hour. I'll just put one to hold the module in place. And I'm not going to bore you by putting in, but as you can see straight away, I mean, the angle of that is beautiful. It's a much more pleasant angle than what I got going on with the old modular. So that's really, I like that. I like the angle. It's, yeah, perfect. So Robin's got that absolutely bang on. Right, so where were we then? Individual drum sounds. Oh, hello. Because it's quite a big one. It's in the way. Get out of the way. Oh, yeah. I should have put these in first. Always. Oh, let's go around the outside. Let's go around the back. You know, this is the joy of modular, right? Is how long this kind of stuff takes. If I ever do get round to doing the kind of you know, the cuts of these live streams and to make shorts, this would be sped up. Like but there we go. Look at it. It's just taking on. I am genuinely excited, and I haven't had the time to dedicate to this. So it's been sitting there looking at me, going like, "Come on, come on." I was like, "I've got time. I've got time to do this." Today is the time to do this. Right. Okay. These might not. Let me just check. Obviously, the depth of, and that's quite an odd depth. This is quite, you know, it's short. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, that's going to have to go above. We've got a little bit because it's too deep. So let's go. Let's not worry about that, because what we can do is we can stick it over here. Over here. And it's still in. I mean, it's a movable feast. You know what you do with your. But do I want to? Let's. Right. Okay. All right. We're changing the verse, as they say. Do they say that? I don't think they do. Changing rooms. Right. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. Oh, it's very warm. It's warm in this room. I've got a roll neck sweater and a ruddy, lovely suit jacket, so I am rather warm. I'm going to install. Oh, behave. Why am I doing that? I'm an idiot. Ooh. Talking about the perfect module for a filtered will be your output module. Isn't that right? Is that a woolen suit jacket? Yeah. What an idiot. Oh, it's not. I haven't got a big enough ribbon. Or I have, but it's just not with me. Where's my box of modules? Here we go. Suddenly a bit peckish. This time of the evening, I usually like to have some cheese and biscuits with a nice glass of water, because I don't drink. Right. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Is that going to be long enough? That looks quite like, oh, this beauty. Oh, there's some modules in here I want to bring back out. Oh, there's not a lot in here, I promise you. But there is definitely some things that I would really love to see back in the rack. Going back in my rack. Yeah. Yes, we have a winner. Oh, do we though? Can I turn these around? Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit closer. You know, you do that, and this cannot be monetized. Well, none of my videos at this moment are money. Oh, red stripe. Did I just do something daft? Where is it, Tom? Where's me magnifying glass? Where is it? Oh. Yeah. All right. This is what happens when you have eyes. Right. I'm gonna assume that white bit there. No, it's not going to focus on that. It's going to be the power. Yeah, I'm going to... Right. Oh. Yeah, it's not... It's going to have to go the other way around. That's okay, he says. Is it, though? I'm a bit bummed by that. I think I need an even longer cable. How does the... What do we go back to? What was I going? This is going to go in that rack, I think, because do you know what? 1/4-inch jacks, so good to have 1/4-inch jacks on your output. So you're fully for a gigging rig. That is the way. So that's gonna, yeah, okay. So, any questions? Grace, is that the wood? Yeah, it is, yeah. Sorry. We've already answered that question, but that's fine. Yeah, that's the size of... That's about as long as I've got. That is the longest one. All right, well, we're going to have to... Let's just get, as they say... Let's just get it in. Just for those of you who missed Sunday's show... This is now a member of my wardrobe. I will be doing Synths at Bedtime again. And I think only fair that I read in this way. In my armchair. With a roaring fire. I haven't got a roaring fire, but, you know, that kind of... And it's the time of year to be doing Synths at Bedtime because it's... we want to get cozy up, don't we? Anyway, so... Let's continue with this. How are we doing? How are we doing for time? Any questions? Why not put it the other way? Yeah, at the other end. Well, that would be logical, wouldn't it? The Wookiee. What in there? But you know what? In where it lives here, that is my mixer. That is the end that is this end, right? That's where the mixer is now. So it would go round the back to the mixer. If it was there, oh. Once again, my beloved viewers, you've done it again, haven't you? You've brought that je ne sais quoi to the stream, where I, like the buffoon I am, with or without the top hat. Hello, Synth Samurai, my brother, how are you? You know, I am just the clown in his motley. That makes sense. Let's do that. What he said. You know, because there's no hard and fast rules. These are rules that I made, and they are rules to be broken. Yes, they are. But do I want to now use? Let's you know, let's turn it round. Bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. And now they're the right way around, aren't they? He's clever. He's a clever boy. Thank you, the Wookiee, for your furry advice. Should you assume GetJervis? I should always assume. One should always. What was I assuming? Where's the context of that? I've left the conversation, haven't I? I've gone on. The Mad Hatter returns. Yes, Tanit, I think that is exactly right. Hey, Marilyn, did you have is it today your birthday? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Another copyright strike. But, you know, that was worth it. I'll take that. Do you know, I think, yeah, I'm missing you guys already. But just chill. Just chill. Enjoy, and wait for it to come back. To do it because you want to do it, you know? You've done it because you had to. Do it because you want to. Yeah, so that... Oh, no. What am I going to do now, then? Well, do you know what we're going to do now? Tonight, we really are messing with the fabric of time and space. If the mix, I think the mixer for the drums should right. We're gonna move. Let's keep things together. Let's keep it. So I think mixer, utilities, mixer, effects, utilities, drums, and then the bottom just sonic landscape. Yeah, are you with me? Does that sound good? Anyone else got any other advice? Because you know you really are. Oh, assuming where the power goes. How'd you... what? There is no power. I think it's a red kettle lead. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Just be kettle lead in the back. Yeah, absolutely. Hear that? That's where you turn it on. Turn it on, turn it off again. The old IT song. We've all sung it. We'll all sing it again. Right, let's... Oh, hello. There's me putting... See? Oh, my God. Right. I am going now to remove one item of clothing. We're playing... We're not playing strip modular, but I am really hot. I'm going to go down to... I've gone from smart cash to full cash. Full cashmere. Cashmere sweaters. Ready for winter. This autumn. Buy yours now at the GetJervisStore.com. Oh, that is better. That is. Now I just feel like I feel like a member of Her Majesty's Secret Service. Anyway, shall we? Is it? Right. Oh, that is. Right, let's just... This makes so much sense to me. I'm gonna plug things in where they be, 'cause it's the right thing. Oh. Huh. Right. And I absolutely adore... Yeah. I adore the colour of this mixer, which is not available. Could it be... Rich, are you in the chat? Could it be available in this colour? Could you do it in that colour? It pops, you know? Who doesn't like a... Right, here we go. Let's just get it right this time. Oh. Steady. Jenkins. Hold fast. Hold fast. Oh, my God. In years to come, they will look back at this moment. This foolish man. Right. So what we do, mixer, Fatmatic, drums. I almost want to put the individual drum voices there. I just do. I'm going to do it. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. Do they need to be... Oh, I don't know. The analog stuff that's twitchy, isn't it? So actually, I probably will need some extra long ribbons. Fatmatic Pro. So, 2 more links to post, PSU, and yeah, let's do that now. So the power supply that this is supplied with is the Power 70. Let me just stick that in there. So if Steve, you want to do that, I'll so you can see what I'm faffling on about. My mallet is blue, a dope for module, sample and hold, because no indication of which way around. Yeah, it's so easily done. So the power supply by Constant Lab is in the links. Have a little look at that. It's what we're using is the 70, and it is a, again, you know, you don't get the best you can afford. Having filtered, I absolutely have to say is a must, given how much issue I've had with cases in the past and crosstalk and noise. So I think the filtering is absolutely essential. Now, hand on heart, I'm still learning. This is still early days modular, right? So I'm, you know, anyway, yeah, so I'm still learning. And I'm happy to learn. Nobody knows everything. No, if somebody comes to your house, knocks on the door and says, I'm an expert on a vacuum cleaner. Look at my vacuum cleaner. No one's an expert on a vacuum cleaner. People can know stuff. People can be, you know, but the illusion of an expert is a dangerous thing. So, yeah, avoid the experts, because no one's an expert. Because if, I guess, you become the expert, then you have finished your education, right? No one has finished their education. No one. If they admit to that, run away, because they are a lunatic. Just ask. I'm going to stop there. Just before I say something really ridiculous. Not that I'm not already. So we got like the. I like that. I do like that. And that is good. Oh, hello. Where are you, big fella? Here you are. Great. I do like a big fella. Have I missed anyone coming in? Have I not said, hey, Recon! Welcome, sir. I need to thank you for that lovely comment you made on the popcorn night jam. I need to make that visible for everyone else to enjoy. I haven't. I listened to it today. There's a couple of things. I'd love to do it again, and I am considering doing that and putting some other bits in it. But I'm going to run out of time, so I might as well just make it live, right, as it is, and then come back to it, and maybe do like an album version with. Oh, it is. I mean, as good as these are. Oh God, you know. Here we are, stroking the woodwork. And again, just look how cool that looks. Top deck, hot top deck action. Do you know what? I really like that there. I'm really happy with that being there, because, you know, like that feels like I'm right-handed. I'm fairly ambidextrous because of the guitar playing, but I am right-handed. So actually, falling there, I'm going to have something really saucy there. And I'm not going to say anything, but I have been looking at the Buchla modules. Tip top. Because I've got nothing that makes those kind of... Well, I have. I've got the Microvolt 3900. They do some good modules, by the way. Is it the Blade Oscillator? What's it called? Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be... Yeah, lots of calls to make. So, anyway, we better leave some space. Right, so, at this point, do we now enter the dragon? And I'm Welsh, so I mean I can say that, right? Is that what we're going to do? Is that going to go in here? Because you think about it, 8 drum triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it's not far to go, right? So they're going to be like almost like you could almost just... Oh, I could have put them there, couldn't I? But then, do you know? I want that in my life. I want that. If that's there, I can't do that. So that I think makes sense. And then voice 1, voice 2, and I've got here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to stick that in there. So this will have to come out so I can plug it in, but just to keep it space, we're going to put that in there. Okay. Is everybody keeping up? Am I missing any Shroomy, can I have an eclair? Right, bring the eclairs out. Give one to you, and your brother can have the other. All right. I'm not bothered. I'm still pretty high from earlier on. I don't know what's happening. I eat food these days, and my blood sugar just goes ridiculous. Oh look, 8.9. I'm coming down. I'd rather have a cake, one of my own. So yes, please take that out of the fridge. One's for you. One's for your bro. Okay. Everybody's really. Do you all want an eclair? This sort of parent I am, you know. I buy things for me, don't eat them, and give them to the kids. Isn't that awful? That's child abuse. That's borderline abuse. Shroomy, I'm not your dad. Go for it and blame me, the panda. Yeah, Sam, you're right. You're fine. So, Stevie. Yeah, okay. 1 out of 50. Okay, so, right. The most important bit, I think we'll just do the top, because I don't want to keep you. Oh, blimey, it's nearly 10 o'clock. We're going to do the top, and I think we'll do part 2 next week, because I'm going to reach out and see if I can get some tasty extra new stuff, because if I've got now the portable rig and this, I don't really want to be moving things around, so I want to be able to have this as almost like a fixed system that lives in the studio and gives me things that, you know. Right, if you're going to get into modular, this has to be on your list. Secondhand, the version 1, it's so, I can't explain. It was this module that broke that chock away from my Spitfire's front wheel, and I suddenly, propeller was going fast, chocks away, runway, pipe in hand, and I flew. I soared. I went up to the sky. So this is Pam's Pro Workout, which it's not going to sound at all exciting. It's a clock. It's 8 outputs. So what you can do is you have the input of whatever coming in, and that's like, so I've got an external, so circuit rhythm, for instance. That's that pulsing. Even this, let's take out the key step. The key step's clock goes into this, whatever sequencer. And this then goes like, okay, I got it. I know what I'm doing. Each of these outputs can output the same clock, or divisions of that clock, or multiples of that clock, or it can do some weird stuff with with different waveforms, and then you can use overlay on top of that other things. You can basically make arpeggios with this. You can make drums with this. It's so useful, and it's the Swiss Army knife that everybody needs, because you will always have a use for it. I think that needs a filtered input, so I'm going to put that in a filtered input. I don't know. I think, you know, somewhere, but then maybe I won't. No, maybe I won't. Let's unfilter it. It's unfiltered coffee. So nearly there. We're going to get to the end of this, and you're going to have like the top deck on the first date, right? You can't see my face, can you? It's good. All right, that's fine. I just did a real cringy kind of like. I did say that. I apologise. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Always have them around, just in case. Right. Okay, so... why is that? Oh, hang on. That's why. No, that's confusing. It says red at the bottom. It says red at the bottom. So, red. But why was it... I think it's just the proximity of the... There you go. All right. So... once you've got your clock, you gotta beat the clock. You got one of them yesterday, Tanith. What a Dalmatian. Right. So Pam's Pro Workout. There are expansions for it, and I don't think yet I have need for them. But I think I've tightened up a little too prematurely. You know, that's the thing when you've got fixed holes, you've got to line it up. There you go. Problem, as I said, in chair, not in rack. Or not in rack. Oh, it's so exciting. I'm going to have to put that one in there. Right. So that is, you know, the biggest utility is bringing your patch points in from your sequencer, then dividing that and taking that elsewhere, because you want to clock stuff. And we can actually use Pam's with the expander here and get it so that when I hit these buttons to fill. Who wouldn't want that? I think Gaz set it up for me and I went, how did you do that? So I need to get him around again. I wonder if we stick the Rosa in on next to Pam's as well, because the Rosa is another beautiful little module that is Jolien Labs. I've got a video on this actually. Go and watch it. It's a cracking little sort of scanner which can scan through inputs and stuff and do all sorts of fun stuff with audio and CV, so you can create lots of stuff. So having that next to Pam's, to me, seems like the logical choice. Now, I just found that in the box, and I don't know what... I think because I run out of space and I was being very... What's the word? I can't get it in. Matron. Can't help it. I've gone too far. Right. It's because I'm saving the filtered ones. I wonder if at some point perhaps I can flip that over 180 degrees, 90 degrees, so that the filters are on. I might do that with a... Do you know what? I might, and I'm sure I can... I need some longer cables. Right, okay, nothing is set in stone. Let's see how we get on with it as it is. But I would like, I think, to rotate one of these. The top one would be the sensible one because it's got the cable's going at the center. Just rotate it 180 degrees so that I got filtered over there and filtered this side. That's a top tip there. So yeah, so here we go. Let's plug this in. And we've got some interesting utilities, because you're always going to need stuff that does interesting things. And this is what I got caught out with when I started thinking about modular. I mean, thinking about modular before I even did it. And it's like, oh, well, I just was trying to reinvent the wheel. We all know what a synthesizer does, right? I was just trying to do that over and over again. Yeah, I think I want to rotate that because I don't, apart from the output, which I can take from there, I think, yeah, I will do that. I'll spin that around. So you've got a mixture of filtered either side and unfiltered and direct. Right, what is left? Where's the other effects? Now this will probably benefit from a filtered analog. Nostalgia. Remember nostalgia. When things come back and come back again. I've not. And again, it's performative. So, you know, having, and again, that is as well. You got pre-post, you got your mutes. Yeah, the Wookiee. Thank you, massive thank you for that, pointing that. So obvious, and again, that's perspective, isn't it? You're looking at it from a different angle. To me, different set of experiences in life, all valid. Everyone's experience is valuable. You know, your experience is valuable. Don't let anyone tell you different. You know, people try and put people down, man. What's that about? Be strong. Be real. Be you. Can I get another one in? It's like, I think I'm just going to have to bunch everything up, I think. I think the quad drum's just in the way. Anyway, let's just finish off now by putting the last delay in, which is the LK delay. I've got room for something there. I don't know if I'd want that there. Do I want that there? Well, it's going there now. Right, so thank you for joining me. Let's get this in. We've done an hour and 26 minutes. Somebody needs to go and clean their teeth after the thingy. Patch Bay link. Patch Bay link. Patch Bay link. Yes, sorry. Patch Bay link. Yes, Stevie. So even if you don't have one of these cases, go check out Voltage Vibes, because they don't just do Keystep Pro. They do other sequences as well. And I think if you're into modular and you want to be able to just, not have more cables going over the top, but have something going around the back, that's what it's about. So let's just do that. So Voltage Vibes, all, and I met the guy actually in, oh crikey, Synth East, which has been officially announced, I think, now. Has Robin announced it officially? So looking forward to that again. Oh, that's what was missing. I'm just going to stick them there. And yeah, that was what's needed. That probably needed to go back that way a little bit, because I don't want to be knocking that. Oh, you see? Anyway, this has been wonderful fun doing this with you, because it's an onerous task, isn't it? It's filling your rack. Why is that not going in? Matron, take them away. It's another. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? I think that needs to go down there then. Yeah, does it? I think. Oh, bugger. Rich! Need that going that way. Can I do that? I can. Oh, I don't know. Oh, blimey. Okay, so that's unfortunate. It's just yeah, it's not going to fit. It's not going to fit. Oh, it is going to fit. What am I doing? Well, I literally need to stop now. Is it because it's in? What am I talking about? Absolute idiot. The Mad Hatter's Tea Party. Welcome to the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. You'll join the Mad Hatter as he decided to fill a rack full of modules to perform some music. We're not going to turn it on tonight, are we? But anyway, there you go. Just going to leave that there. Whose stomach was that, Jackson? Was that you? Oh, we got 4 HP. Okay, but doesn't that look lovely? That is not good though, is it? The graininess of it. That's not showing it its true beauty. This camera though, it's an old one and it's not great. So, but I think you can appreciate the beauty at whatever. Doesn't that look a lot of fun? Man, I'm just loving that, loving it. So let's. Who makes the case? Link. Yes, we will go that again. So that's the Modular Perfection. I will now. So if you have stayed with us this long, let me just do this. Beautiful case, right? Beautiful. And yeah, there's the button, the off. And if Keith in Watford's still around, that's where it plugs in. It's not a cat lead. It's a power supply, but it's an external power supply, 120 watts, I think. I want to say. Maybe it's not, but. It's a chunky one. It's a chunky one. Mrs. Fletcher, it's a chunky one. And it is, AC/DC. It is 18 volts. 18 volts? Does it even say what wattage it is? It's big. It's beautiful. It'll power this. Yeah. So that's it anyway. So that plugs into the back of there. And again, isolated from noise. Because you want to try and avoid too many transformers, bringing in noise to the audio link. So let me just replace pinned note. So this, if you want one of these and you absolutely must have. If you're going to get into modular, don't mess around. Beautifully crafted, a fantastically well-spec'd power supply, because that's, I'm sorry, but that's more important than any of this, because that allows you to plug in this and for it not to, you know, we've all seen my streams where I've been fighting noise, and that's been, you know, all sorts of things. Anyway, so this is the future of modular. So do yourself a favor. They do smaller cases. There's a pencil case with a sliding top, like the old school. Brilliant. I'd love one of those as well. So that's, you know, once you start, you just can't stop. And of course, the smaller, then you can probably get away with a cheaper, you know, power supply. You don't have to have quite big. So, you know, it depends on what you want it for. But if you're going to start modular, you can't go wrong. Hey, John, how you doing? Welcome. That's sick. Look forward to hearing your tracks with those. Oh, yeah, nice. What have I missed there? Poly and two. Right. The Keystep Pro, not Keystep Patch Bay, as it's for the Keystep Pros. Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, it is. But I mean, I guess it's for anyone that Keystep Pro Patch Point. You wouldn't be able to fit the text on there. So maybe it was a design idea, a design choice. You know, that's not going to take a Keystep. There's no drums, right? Anyway, there we go. Hey, Rave Angst. Sure, power supply is important, but never had a problem with my $25. Good for you. I've had loads of problems with more expensive cases. Yeah, I don't know. You've been lucky. You've just been lucky. The Behringer one I bought for has been solid, and that's really cheap. So, you know, you don't have to spend, I guess, but I've had loads of issues. Maybe it's just UK power. Maybe it's the power in my area. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff that you could. Maybe it's just the power in here. Anyway, right. Thank you for joining us. Even with Make Noise modules. Okay, and they'll be fussy, right? QQQ. John, congrats on the case. It is it's heirloom level, and it is, isn't it? It is, absolutely. So, as I said before, this unfortunately, you know, it can't. I mean, it's very difficult to film, and to, you know, we've been lucky with this camera, and that's been as good as it is. So we will get this out again next week. But in the meantime, it will go back here, and you will see it in all its beauty. And I will have the GoPro set up really close so you can get that. You know, when I'm performing, you can see it. And I've got a little sticker which Rob gave me. Oh, I picked up. So I'll stick that. It's like a tiny little sticker, but that's going to be cool. I think just wherever the camera is, I'm going to put it on the edge of the modular so you can see. Just a bit of product placement. But yeah, as I said, I'm going to do a feature with this, and I'm going to also, I think, you know, oh, thank you, Tanith, very much appreciated. Cat treat fund is looking healthy. Yeah. So we'll do part 2 next week, and we'll, like I say, I'm going to reach out and see if I can get some more modules to fill this beauty. There we go. Right, by a long lead. Yes, yeah, exactly. You can't record and have the oven on at the same time. Noise on the ground, blimey. Right, I'm reading the conversation because I haven't caught much of it. Anyway, so thank you again for joining us this evening. Don't forget to pop a like on the video if you haven't already done so. If you're watching this afterwards, thank you. I hope you find it entertaining. If you've just joined us, you might want to look at the beginning. I was getting quite cross with Jackson. Oh, but thank you for that. I think both of them have calmed down now. I've given them some treats, so maybe I should have just done that. But then I was waiting for Tom, you know. We haven't seen Tom tonight, have we? Where is this little Tom cam? Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong one. I was. Look there. Oh, look at that boy. Look at him. So chill. Anyway, once again, thank you very much. I don't know if I'm going to be able to jam in Jim Jams this Sunday. Don't write me off. I'm going to visit relations in Wales, and I will take my mobile modular and the stream kit. Thank you, Marky. Keep it up. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. No. I'm going to do it here. Did you hear that? So I'm going to take it into Wales to go and visiting family. So we're not getting back till Monday. I will keep you posted, but I would like to an opportunity to test, because I've been improving the mobile rig, and I haven't done anything with it since the summer, when I think it was in the garden. So yeah, let's try and do that on the Sunday after evening. Might be hopefully in the usual time, but it depends on. She lives up a mountain. I wonder if I can do it the regular time. Or maybe I'll just, I don't know. It depends on phone signal. And I think she says there's only EE up there, and I'm not EE. Anyway, I digress. Be good to yourselves and each other. And the hat works. Is he going to knock the hat off? And I'll see you around the streams. Pro Synth Network on Friday. They've got a wonderful guitar player. You know? Let's see Robbie deal with it. I'm going to throw him some curveballs in the chat, if you're still with us, Robbie. Prepare yourself. Gen up. So what's... No, I'm joking. But, yeah, so Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I'm sure, you know, as a guitar player myself, you know, we synth. And obviously, Andy Synchrotron, are you doing Saturday morning? Oh, thanks, Tone Smith, and thanks for popping in. What are you going to build next, I wonder? Exactly. For the bottom row. And actually, if I do that, then we're going to have music at the end of it, which is important, I think. Yeah, so thanks, everybody. Yeah, Welsh mobile data. Yeah. And not just Welsh mobile data in the mountains, in the countryside. Glyndŵr. Yeah. I say Glyndŵr. What, the mountain range? So the Mendips then, that's where I am, Muppet. Anyway, it's been fabulous to have you. Be good to yourselves. And I'm going to... Should I play some of this? Or is that too much now? Or it's still going? No. I'll see you around. I'm going to... Thank you.